All right, so once you've created content in YouTube, your next step is to publish it to the NAZ Today website. We use a content management system by a company called Town News, and the system is called Blox. This system's used primarily by newspapers to publish their online content. They have about 2,000, maybe a few over 2,000 users. For me, it's one of the advantages of this class that when students graduate from here, they can definitely say and be qualified for a job with any newspaper or any other online publication that might use Blox. But also the logic of the Blox CMS is really similar to a lot of other standard content management systems that are used all around the country. But anyway, I want to jump in here and show you the best practice for publishing content. I have a very particular procedure I like to follow, and I think this procedure is kind of the essence of happiness while publishing content here. What I've discovered over the years, as I'm watching over students' shoulders and coming in at night and seeing how they're doing, they can take upwards of 10 minutes sometimes to move their content from YouTube to the Blox system. That's just an enormous waste of time and a huge amount of frustration for those folks. So what you want to do and hopefully become adept at is following these steps and getting that content published. I think when I'm really cooking, I can get in under a minute, but everybody here should be able to get that content done in under 2 minutes. So here's the start, right? And I'm a little bit rusty, but the first thing I do is I open up 2 different web browsers. So you can see here I have Safari opened on the left, and I have Chrome opened on the right. I like my big screen computer when I do this, and I like using a mouse. A lot of people use laptops. That's okay. Just might be a little more complicated. But anyway, you can see here I have the content page open. I always write all of my YouTube content first before I publish it to NAZ Today. But let's just imagine I have everything written. I'm ready to go ahead and publish my weather content to NAZ Today. I go in here to the NAZ Today management page. I click on editorial. Assets are any type of news item. So an asset could be a story, could be a photo, could be a number of things, could be a YouTube video. So the way we publish that content, first I start by creating an article asset. And then, again, for a little bit complicated reasons that you don't really need to know, we also create a child asset for this that contains our YouTube asset. So you're actually creating two assets on the Blox CMS. They're both more or less the exact same thing. So I start each of those assets, and then I move on to collecting our hyperlink for the YouTube story. I click back here to the YouTube asset, click on Set Video ID, click Set Video ID, and you can see that it imports the video and the relevant information. So that asset is, that YouTube story is embedded on our website now. My next step is to collect the story copy, and I paste that into the asset here. Okay? So, next step, add a section. Weather is unique. Weather has a special place on the website. Weather, the YouTube asset is always just weather. Click add that section, and this is tagged exactly as it should be. And again, weather is different, but that's just where we want it to go. And then also, all of our stories default to do not publish. That helps us reduce mistakes. So if you want a story to go live on the website, you click this Do Not Publish button and then click Save. And save and close for us. I already still have the story copy saved on my clipboard. So all I have to do here, click V, Control V, and I publish that content. Just click back up to the headline. Boom. Click this here. I've filled in the title. Tags we'll use for different types of stories. We do not use any kind of tag for this article asset, only for the YouTube asset. And then the other step here is to unclick Do Not Publish. This is now completely ready to go. Save and close, and that content is now published to the web. There's a couple things to keep in mind too as we show this. I'm going to show you how this works. First thing, there's about a 5-minute cache from when you press publish to when that published material will show on the website. So you're actually going to see the previous day's weather forecast when I show you the NAZ Today website, but the principle is the same. So anyway, we'll go to that website. When we click that tag that identified that YouTube story as a weather asset, it told the website to display that here. That's why we click a tag that says weather. It tells it to go here, okay? And you don't want to click your article asset in there because it'll come up blank like this. Somebody here screwed up. But so the only thing that you tag as weather is that YouTube asset, and it appears here. And that's more or less the way that works. I think that's good enough for now. I'm going to hit refresh on this, and we'll see if that one I just published comes up. Yep, and sure enough, there it is. So actually, that might have been the right one when we logged in the first time. So exactly, that's all there is to it, and there's your content.